Let me guess. You've been trying to learn a new skill, maybe coding, design, a language, or even just trying to survive a textbook. And yet, no matter how much time you put in, someone always seems to get it faster than you. It's not that they're smarter. It's not magic. They just know how learning actually works. And today, you will too. Let's start by busting the biggest myth of all. Learning is not about time. It's about technique. You can spend 6 hours reading a chapter and remember nothing. Or you can spend 30 minutes using the right approach and learn more than most people do all day. Meet Sarah. She's trying to learn French. She highlights her entire textbook in neon yellow. Feels productive, right? Except she can't order a croissant without Google Translate. Now meet James. He watches 10 minutes of French stories each night with subtitles and actually speaks. Why? Because passive reading isn't learning. Engagement is. The three-part learning formula. Here's a secret. Every fast learner I've studied, interviewed, or coached follows a three-part system. Part 1. Break the information into microbytes. Our brains are terrible at absorbing huge blocks of information. Instead, break topics into small, teachable chunks. Use the 2-minute rule. If you can't explain it to someone in under 2 minutes, you don't actually know it yet. Example, learning Python? Don't aim to master functions in a day. Start with what is a variable and build up. Part 2, immediate output over passive input. Want to learn faster? Stop only reading and start doing. Every time you summarize what you learned, teach it to someone else or a stuffed animal, no judgment. Quiz yourself without notes. You're creating mental grooves that actually last. Reading is like watching someone work out. Feels informative, but it won't get you stronger. Part 3, space it out. Yes, really. Spaced repetition equals learning that sticks. This means don't cram. Review the same material 1 day, 3 days, 7 days apart. It's not about doing more, it's about timing it better. Even sleep helps encode what you learn. That's right. Naps count as study sessions. Sort of. Let's level up. Here are some weird but effective methods. 1. Mix up where you study. Changing your location helps your brain form richer memory connections. Library today, park tomorrow, kitchen floor next week. Go for it. 2. Use the Feynman Technique. Write down what you're learning. Pretend you're explaining it to a 6-year-old. If you can't, go back and simplify. Einstein said, if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. 3. Make it emotional. Attach emotions to what you're learning. Stories, analogies, jokes, even memes. You'll remember a joke about mitochondria way longer than a dry definition. Smart people don't always learn fast, but humble, curious learners do. Why? Because they don't care about looking smart. They care about getting it right. Be okay with looking dumb. Be obsessed with making progress. That's where the magic happens. And yes, failure is part of learning. Fast learners fail faster and keep moving. You don't need to be a genius. You need a system. You need focus. And you need the guts to look dumb while you figure it out. So the next time someone tells you it'll take years to learn something, just smile and think, that's what they told Sarah with the yellow highlighter. Now go, learn something today, not perfectly, just faster than yesterday.